Hi there, this is Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine here on the first day of ToyFair 2015 at the Jacob Javits Convention Center in New York City. I'm here with Eric from the Four Horsemen. You guys know who the Four Horsemen are. They're the ones that do all those great action figures for Mattel. Like, let's see, what's this guy now? Oh yeah, He-Man. So Eric's here. He's just one of the guys from the Four Horsemen are here, and he's going to tell us about what they have coming out from the Four Horsemen. So with that, Eric.
How you doing? All right, so today we're here. We're showing off a couple of new products. First off, we've got all of our bird figures. A lot of people might know these from our, the first series was from our Gothotropolis line that we did a Kickstarter for a little less than 2 years ago. And we had great success with that. And ever since we did that first line, we've been getting requests on a regular basis for a different type of birds. It's a line that seems that action figure fans love, and also a lot of bird enthusiasts are into that may have never even bought an action figure before. So the second line that we have prototyped here, we're actually switching the branding of these over to our Mythic Legions line, so it's going to become one cohesive lineup. And over here we've got our Blue Jay figure. We've got a repaint of the rooster. It's a white rooster repaint. We've got a pelican figure that the armor's done up in Mardi Gras colors. It's a little shout out to our friends down there in New Orleans. We've got the toucan figure. We've got a white owl repaint. We've got an osprey repaint. That was the head was from the falcon in the first wave. We've got the macaw over here, and one that we've gotten a lot of requests for is the Archaeopteryx, which is really turned out to be a wild-looking figure. And this is still a work in progress, but we are going to do an Egalis repaint in this wave. Egalis has been far and away the big kind of viral hit of the line. So we're going to go with a little bit more of a vintage paint scheme on him. We're still tinkering with it, trying to make sure that it's different enough from the first one. And back here in the back, we also have a Minotaur the Duck repaint that is Malatar the Duck in mallard colors. Minotaur the Duck was something that was created on our fan forums that kind of as a joke, but turned out to be something really cool. This one here is a Phoenix repaint. It's a blue Phoenix, which really turned out very cool. And in the cage back there, we have Aetheron, who is a Mythic Legions character. He's built into the Mythic Legions mythology, very integral part of that. And he's shown back there with the set of golden wings added on. We're not sure how we're going to release that guy just yet, whether he'll be a deluxe figure with the wings or it'll be a set where you could buy the figure separately and the wings separately. So we, stay tuned, find out about that. And then the big display back here is our Mythic Legions lineup. And we have a Kickstarter running for this right now. We started the Kickstarter on Monday. We're well over 50% at this point, so it's off to a great start. And this is a line that we've been working on for a while now. And one of the things that we have always wanted to see is a just straight up classic high fantasy action figure line. And there's been a lot of things that have scratched on the surface over the years. Toy Biz did an amazing job with Lord of the Rings a few years back, but that was a very specific movie-based license. There's a lot of fantasy out there, but it's usually attached to a very specific license. We want to do something that was a very open-ended world, so that you could just come in and buy orcs, buy knights, buy dwarves that evoke that nostalgic feel for fantasy characters that you grew up with. And our initial offering is a pretty massive lineup. I believe we have 22 prototypes here. Like I said, we have knights, we have dwarves, we have orcs, we've got skeleton knights, which have been very popular. We've got a vampire, we've got a barbarian, and a couple of assorted warriors. And then we've also, on the Kickstarter, we've got some stretch goals with some completely new races that are going to be coming your way too if we hit those stretch goals. So there's some really exciting stuff coming up in the stretch goal section. So if you're interested in this type of a line, please go to Kickstarter and check out Mythic Legions. We're also going to be here promoting the Masters Universe Classics up at Mattel. The collector event for that is going to be tomorrow morning. Some very exciting things to be revealed there. Still amazing to us that we're this many years into Masters Universe Classics, and it is going strong. Thanks for checking us out, and happy Toy Fair, everybody.
Couple of questions before you go.
Sure.
Now, one on the first set right here, which we'll get back on, and I'll show that.
Okay.
How articulate are the action figures going to be? And also, two, on the Kickstarter, when is that going to end? And how much on all your products right here? How much are the retail prices going to be, and how can people get it?
Okay. And articulation on the Mythic Legions?
On that, and okay. Well, this is actually now. You said this was going to be also part of that also with the
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yes.
So the articulation, how much is it going to cost, and when is the Kickstarter going to end, so that people can get on and donate to the cause? And how do they get it? Is this going to be inside stores, or do they have to go online to get your toys?
Okay. So articulation breakdown on the birds, we've got a ball joint head, ball joint shoulders, bicep swivels, double elbows, ball joint wrists, ball joint in the rib cage, waist swivel, ball joint hips, thigh swivel, knee joint, ball joint in the, I guess, back knee, if you want to call it that, and a ball joint in the feet at the ankle. On the standard Mythic Legions figures, it is a ball joint head. It's also got a swivel at the bottom of the neck. That's more for interchangeability reasons. Ball joint shoulder, ball joint elbows. Most of the figures have a swivel cut at the top of the glove. There is a ball joint wrist below that, a ball joint at the waist, ball joint hips, thigh swivel, ball joint knees, and ball joint ankles. And the ball joint ankles have both forward and backward movement and an ankle rocker joint. The Kickstarter, we started it this past Monday. It's running for 30 days, so that's going to bring us a little over a week into March for the end date. And as of right now, Kickstarter, or the Mythic Legions that we have up on the Kickstarter, is only available on Kickstarter. Our hope is that that'll have wide release after the Kickstarter is delivered. We primarily sell off of Four Horsemen. We do occasionally sell to some retailers, but it's primarily an online release. And pricing on a standard figure on the Kickstarter, base price on a standard figure is $30. It looks like more when you go on the Kickstarter because the shipping's included, and the way that Kickstarter works, for the first figure you pledge, it's it's a fairly large shipping cost, but then as you do the add-ons, it drops down to where it all evens out. But it's a $30 base price. Same thing on the birds. I believe on the site they're $32. We did $30 when they were on the Kickstarter.
Another question, which I forgot to ask you. Is that going to be a size 6-inch, or are you going to do like everybody else doing, making it 3.5?
That's actually been a hotly debated topic of late. Originally, when we showed this line a year ago, our intention was to go at 4-inch with the line because we wanted to really play up the army building aspect of it. As the year has progressed and we've worked on it, we've done the pricing with the factory. Just so many factors came together that it made so much more sense for us to do this line at 6-inch. So we ultimately went for 6-inch. The price, we just didn't feel what we were getting back for pricing on a 4-inch line. We didn't feel like we could give value to the customers when we could give them these at a price that was very similar to a 4-inch figure. Actual height on the standard figures is about 6.5 inches because we went and looked through, just had a table full of 6-inch scaled figures, and looking at 6-inch scaled figures, they're all over the place. So 6.5 is what we came up with because we felt it looks great with as many compatible lines as possible. So the figure has a great feel in your hand. We just have a rough, scaled down prototype, and they're slightly chunky, so they've got a real solid feel to them. And the dwarves are shorter, but they're also chunky, so it's just really solid little figures in your hand. So people have been very excited with the decision to go 6-inch scale on it. So we've been real happy with the response to that.
That's cool. Well, I want to thank Eric here from the Four Horsemen here at Toy Fair 2015. Hope this becomes a success for you guys. Hope it comes about. And I want to say that I'm Roderick from Toy Masters Video Magazine here at Toy Fair at the Jacob Javits Convention Center in New York City. Take it easy, everybody. Catch you later.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.